Hey, scrappers and recyclers.
Well, love them or hate them, monitors, especially the new flat screen monitors, are just a reality of today's electronic scrap environment. Now, if you could sell these whole to your local yard or another buyer, that's the fastest, easiest thing to do, and ensures that the maximum recycle content is extracted. But if that's not an option for you, you're going to have to break them down, and I'm going to help you do that right now. Come on, let's dive in. Now, when you look at these monitors, the thing that comes to your attention pretty quick is, how do you get into this? Now, on these Dells, you do want to get these out of 4 screws out of the back here. I've already taken off the stand, but that still doesn't let it open up, now does it? So how do you get at the rest? Now these, you will need to take those off, but those thumb screws are not what's holding you up. What's holding you up is this band going around the outside that is clipped in. So take a screwdriver and try to find an edge that you can peel up. There you go. And once you get a corner or an edge peeled up, then you can get in here and start popping it off. Work your way around it. And the more you get, the faster it goes. Oops. There we go. Now you want to look, because you might have a tactile switch or something on these, but this one doesn't have anything. Here's the tactile switches here. They came right off. So you can put these tactile switch boards in with your mid grades if you do have a mid grade. I sell my mids and lows together. Now we should be able to just tip this over and the screen should fall right out. And then we end up with this big chunk of plastic. I used to have a buyer for plastic. I don't anymore, unfortunately. We got some screws here. We want to get as much of the scrap value as we can. And since I don't have a place to recycle the plastic, I want to get as much recycled material out as I can. All right, so the boards are going to be under here. What are you? You might be aluminum. You are aluminum. Put you there. Let's see. Let's go with some number 1 Phillip heads here. Nope. They're number 2. This is just going to be little pieces of ferrous metal shielding that you want to get rid of. This little wire, yeah, it all depends on your yard, how you can sell this. I just throw this in with, I'm just going to throw that in with shred. But if you have to, if you can sell that as, say, number 3 or ribbon wire, then take that ferrite core off of there. There's really, I don't even think that's copper in there. I just throw it in with my shred. All right, now we're going to go around and get screws undone. These are kind of small, so these might be number 1s. Aluminum or zinc, probably. And we got a bunch of ferrous material here that's just going to keep falling out, so that's fine. These wires are just going to be number 3 insulated. Got some more over here. All right. Aha. And we have screws on the edge here. Let me show you. So there's screws on the edge here that need to come off as well. Yeah, we should be able to get this off without any trouble. This is called the finger strip board. It may be screwed down, it may be glued on. If it is screwed down, it's going to be some tiny little screws. So let's see if this number 1 will do the trick. Nah. But you may not even need to mess around with the screwdriver, because usually they're so small that you can just get in there and pop that off like that. All right, and then the finger strip board, it's called a finger strip board because, let me get this piece of plastic off here and show you. Because you've got this line of gold finger going down the strip of board. So finger strip board, that will go as a peripheral high-grade board for boardsort.com anyway. You can see over here we've got IC flat packs and ICs and MLCCs, and then there's the gold finger strip all along the side. So finger strip board, peripheral high-grade. I like to break mine in half because they take up a lot less space that way when you're shipping them. All right, now this is where you can get into the issue of how much further do you go with the screen. Depending upon the type of screen that you're dealing with, you may have LEDs in here, you may have little mercury tubes, fluorescent type tubes in here, which you don't want to be breaking. And so your issue becomes, what do you do with this? Now, I had a buyer for these. That buyer has now decided that they only want to work in truckload quantities. That's an entire semi-truck full of materials. So now I have to take these to the transfer station because you really should not be throwing this in the trash. And you may recall that the wires that were on here were pink and white. Usually the pink and white wires will tell you that it's some sort of little fluorescent tube kind of thing in there, and you shouldn't be breaking those or throwing that in the trash. So this gets set aside to go to the transfer station. Samsung in a Dell, on a Dell monitor. Isn't that interesting? So it's a Samsung flat screen, but it's the Dell monitor. All right, set you aside. Now, again, your yard might buy those, and that would be really good if they do. I have even heard of some yards that would take those as shred. You know, they'd say, yeah, you can put a couple in with the shred. So you need to know, how your yard wants that and what they're comfortable taking. Yeah, we'll get that out in a minute. Let's get these boards unscrewed. Now what you're going to end up with is either 2 boards or 1 board that has 2 parts to it. One board will be the power board, and the other board will be the processing board. All right. Yeah, I want to make sure I got all these screws dealt with. All right, I don't see any more there. Check your thumb screws that came off of those connectors, because sometimes they're brass. They're not this time, but sometimes they're brass. Yeah, I'll get this ferrite core, throw that in with your small metal bits. This little wire will go in with your number 3 insulated. And that board, let me throw it around for you a little bit. That board, it's green on both sides. It has USB connectors here, mid-grade, maybe a peripheral low grade, depending upon what else is on it, but I'm throwing this in with my low mid grades. All right, now get these boards out of here. The power board, you can tell because it's got the power jack, might be a little bit tricky to get out because of the power jack. So you might need to do a little prying on that one to get it to come out. All right, and then you have, this is just shred steel. Sometimes these can be copper, so you want to check these. They're like grounding strap things. Let's see here. Yeah, they're ferrous. So that can all go in with the ferros. All right, now, get the wire off of here. Just number 3 insulated. My yard does not require that I cut the ends off. Your yard might. Here's the power board part of this, and that can go as number 2 insulated. The power board, it's like any other power board. You're going to have some aluminum heat sinks. You're going to have toroids, transformers, capacitors. If you are really into getting all the metal yourself, then you can get aluminum, you can get some copper, or you can sell it as a low-grade board or a power board, depending upon your buyer. I have a buyer that pays pretty well for power boards because they're going after predominantly the copper. So this will go in my power board bin. The control or processing board is going to be a peripheral board. It's by definition a peripheral device, connects to the computer. You can see we have a nice big flat pack IC with a bunch of other smaller ICs and IC flat packs, a couple of oscillators, some caps, what else? MOSFET. So there's some definite gold bearing material on this board. It is a peripheral high grade board. The connectors here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's gold in there, so you can cut that off and put that in with your gold connector ends. That's a category on board sort. I don't know if your yard has one or not. This end is not gold, so for me that's going to stay. That can stay on, but I do have to get that ferrite core off of there because they don't want the ferrite core. That's for sure. So number 3 insulated and ferrite core, and then we've got all of this. Yeah, so your monitor is got some good value there. It's actually pretty easy to scrap. I mean, it might take a little bit of time, but it's not terribly difficult to scrap. Again, you're just popping this part off to get at what's on the other side of the screen. And then the question is really, the big concern is, what about the screen? If it's an LED screen, that's going to be much easier to handle than if it's one of the screens that has the small tubes in there, and you'll be able to tell what you're dealing with, and your local ordinances will tell you the best way to handle that type of screen. Monitors do have scrap value. You need to check into what your local ordinance allow you or don't allow you to do. If you want to see more peripheral devices scrapped out for their value, take a look at the links that are popping up on either side of the screen. And the big round thing in the middle, that's to help you to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Be safe. We'll see you on the next one.